YouTubers. Today we're in the National Football Museum in Manchester. This weekend I'm joined with my usual fanboyo. How you doing, Daz?
You know, as comfortable in front of the camera as ever. I'm quite happy to be here, obviously.
Are you excited about the National Football Museum?
Well, I'm looking forward to actually maybe taking some penalties there. I might actually pay and get in and do all that and see how I score. Probably something terrible, but still better than Gareth Southgate, hopefully. So let's see what happens.
Okay, so we're going to go and check out this footballing mecca of information, and we'll catch you on the other side. Like Daz explained, we're going to get our photo taken with the FA Cup and the League Cup. I'm not sure if it's the real one, but who cares? Shall we get our photo taken?
Ask for a charitable donation of £6 if you want to pay, and in that you get an opportunity to do some penalty shootouts and what have you. But you can really see, you know, what it's all about, where football's come from here, and the founder members of the Football League, your likes of Preston, Burnley, Blackburn Rovers, your Wolverhampton Wanderers, clubs like that, you know, the grassroots of football, all the history that they provide here at the National Football Museum. Come and check it out.
Just going into the first zone. This one's all about the popularity of the game worldwide, and effectively being the most played sport in the world. And this area is called the Beautiful Frame. Lots of different art pieces, stamp collections, different art, different diagrams about the game.
Right, so we're in zone 1. Some really cool stuff here, going through the history of what fans have experienced. You got things like ticket stubs over the years, season tickets. The way they used to publish fixtures, posters, you got your stickers here. Early iterations here, because you've got some black and white stuff down there.
As we go into this and we're talking about the game, the history, the popularity, this first area is about sort of the Football League, the founding members, all of that sort of stuff, so a lot of history in this area.
Now what a lot of people will tell you is, you know, football's a bad game, quite a bit of hooliganism, etc. We've done a lot to eradicate that now, but there's no ignoring the past, there's no ignoring the history of this. The Football Museum also deals with this, the kinds of weapons that were brought into grounds, you know, what was going on in the 80s. Not pleasant, but it's good that we don't ignore it, and we should be learning the lessons of history, of course, and hopefully we don't see this kind of behaviour on terraces again.
In 1954 there was a European competition created, and Chelsea, the champions at the time, weren't entered by the FA because of their request. So that would have been a good opportunity for them to win the competition, given that there's only 12 teams in it in that stage. Actually the following year Man United did get entered into the competition, but eventually got knocked out by Real Madrid, the eventual champions. Okay, so we've got all the flags of all the nations. This is from Euro 96. Can I figure out each flag in each nation? Let's test my geography knowledge. Peruski, done. For those of you who don't know, in 1930 it was the first World Cup in Uruguay. Not many nations competing at the time, and Uruguay were the eventual winners. England's first World Cup was in Brazil in 1950. Okay, so we've done floor 1. I'm not sure what the entire theme was, but I think it was based around fans, international football, and the World Cup. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, happy days. For those of you who don't know, this sofa over here is very famous in British television. Baddiel and Skinner fantasy football, something we grew up with on television. Comedy, football, all mixed into one. Okay, so on level 2, there's a lot of footballing activities. You can play football, test your skills. There's a lot of international stuff as well, kits, teams, different performance stuff and rules. So level 2. How would you react to a 1-1-8 formation?
By saying, is Zeeman still going? What's going on? 1-1-8? Really? That is Zeemanlandia in the extreme, isn't it?
Actually, it's England in 1832. So what we get here on the second floor, Des?
We get the penalty shootout. That's when we get to decide who's better at penalties, Jay or myself.
Let's do it. Let's have a look.
That surface, I reckon Jay's knee is going to go anytime now. It's a knee that's buckled under the pressure of getting up off the sofa, so watch this space. Pressure does. I know these are kids, but they still need taking down. Ben, aged 11, 41 miles per hour.
Okay, so we got the scores in of our penalty shootout. My score was 2,565 with a top speed of 55 miles an hour. Was that good?
Not as good as mine, 2790, 55 mile an hour. So equal on speed, but I take the spoils. Jay's getting the drinks in.
Can't let a goalkeeper win a penalty shootout. How upsetting. Here we are on floor number 3. It's a Pele exhibition. Art, life and football. So everything Pele. Pele, which obviously is not his real name, is actually named after Thomas Edison. His full name being Edison Arantes do Nascimento. If you wanted to buy some of this art, this one over here is £125,000, and then this one here is £60,000. So for those of you who want to collect that art and it's Pele orientated, you know where to come. Despite it being much contested, Pele actually scored 1,283 goals, 77 of those for his national team, Brazil. Wow, what a record.
This guy was such a good footballer that in 1997 he was given an honorary British knighthood.
Okay, so we've done level 3, which is the Pele exhibition. What do you think of that, Des?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't give too much in the way of fact finding and stuff, but it sort of brings to life the art of what Pele was all about, so it's been pretty cool.
So we've been in, we've played a few activities, tested our skills, we've seen all the levels of the National Football Museum, so highly recommend it. If you're ever in Manchester, check it out. It's free, but obviously they take donations as well if you want to take some of those recommendations.
Just it was good to highlight my technical inability, and there's a reason why I'm working as a teacher and as a footballer. I could see that, it was quite evident in sort of the way I was passing the ball, striking the football generally. Yeah, I think we're both rubbish. What a shame.